Today we're going to do the front brakes on this 2017 Ford Explorer Sport. First thing we're going to do is remove the wheel. I am at work, so I'm using the lift to lift up the vehicle using a 19mm socket. We'll remove the lug nuts from the wheel and remove the wheel. Alright, and there we have it. First thing we're going to do is compress these pistons in so we do not have to use a C-clamp. Hopefully this works. Alright, using a big flathead screwdriver, we're going to stick it right inside the rotor there. And then we're just going to move this towards us. And what it's doing, it's compressing in this piston in here. And we'll just continue to do that. Just be careful. Just get a big enough screwdriver. I had to switch them so this one fits all the way in. And we're able to just compress it over. And just try to do your best. And if this does not work, we will just have to compress it with a C-clamp. Alright, and using a 17mm socket. Alright, and we'll remove the caliper bolts. Just like so. I am using my impact. Just makes life a little bit easier. But to install them, I will be using hand tools. This is just for the removal. Alright, we'll drive these bolts all the way off. And we'll set the caliper up here. Alright, and this is the top caliper pin. It is the bolt and the pin itself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wipe this down, and then I'm going to apply brand new grease when I install the new pads, so that way everything is nice and lubricated. And this one is the bottom. Do notice that this bottom one has a little rubber seal right at the end. That way it can hold compression and work properly. So just remember, this goes at the bottom, and just clean everything up. You could use some brake cleaner to clean it, and then use some grease to lubricate everything. Alright, and we'll remove the old pads, and here they are. They still have a little bit of life in them, but nonetheless need to be replaced. Sweet. Alright, and we'll remove the hardware from here. So we'll be installing new ones, and then we're going to spray everything down with some brake cleaner, so everything is nice and clean. We're also going to be removing these little boots here, just like so, and the top one as well. Just pinch it from right at the end so you don't rip it. We'll spray some brake cleaner in there. And then using the full metal one, slide this back and forth. That way it breaks down all the grease. And we'll wipe it down. We'll do it one more time. Just so everything is nice and clean when we insert new grease in there. Do the same thing to the top one. Good buddy. Do it one more time. Your buddy. Sweet. Now we'll put these little rubber pieces back into place. Just like so. We'll spray all this down. Sweet. And AutoZone brought me the brakes, but they brought me the wrong pads. So I'm gonna go to the store and replace them. That means the rear ones are probably bad too. I'm gonna replace this with the right ones. And you know what? I don't think it's gonna go in. These pistons are still a little bit sticking out. So using the old pad, I'm gonna stick it in there, grab the vise, C-clamp, and compress this into place to compress those pistons all the way down. Alright, and there it is. I had to do one side at a time. Bam, nice and flat. This one's actually still sticking out a little bit, but should be good enough. Alright, so I got the correct pads already, but they do not come with brand new brake hardware, so I'm going to just use the old ones. These are the Patrol brand. I guess there's sub models, and this one is a patrol unit model. So these match the original ones that came off. These are the correct ones. That's the part number. So like I said, they did not come with new hardware. I already sprayed some brake cleaner on that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rub a little bit of grease here, here, and here. And the reason for that is we want to make some sort of insulation so it does not create any squeakiness when you're driving on the road. Now we'll put in the little hardwares here, and then after we insert the hardware, grab a little bit more grease, dab it on top. It's all about layers. And then the other side, and repeat. These are for extra cooling technology. Anyways, these will just slap in like so. Oh, they're spring loaded, so it like prevents them from touching the rotor. Ah, okay. So this is like faster cooling. All right. Look at the little big old pocket it has right there. All right, I see you, PD. Making fucking exclusive brakes for you motherfuckers. I'm gonna fucking ground out my fucking brakes like this. All right, and this was a little tricky because these are like springing out so hard. You have to kind of grab the caliper and like slip it through here as you're grabbing it from up here, and then just mount everything back into place, right? So this top one will go up on top, and remember, we're gonna lube it up with some brake grease right here. Brake grease, just like so, and we'll insert this into place. All right, thread this sucker on, and we'll do the same thing for the bottom one. All right, and we'll use a size 17mm socket to secure this down. Like I said, I am using hand tools. I am not using the power tools or air tools because I do not want to break these. These are pretty thick, so I don't think we'll break them. But you live, you learn. I've been down that route. I don't want to break these. Sweet. There it is. Everything is nice and set. Brand new freaking pads. Look how much meat there is on those. Nice. All right, and that is basically it. I'm just gonna swap this over to the other side just like this, because now I'm gonna do the passenger side. It is essentially how you do the brakes on the 2000 and what do we say, 17? Yep, 2017 Ford Explorer Sport with police package. Boom. And essentially all you have to do is, once you do the other side, slap the wheels back on, put it on the ground, start up the vehicle, press the brake a couple of times. The reservoir should be already full because all we did was push the fluid that's already in the lines, in the pistons, back into the reservoir. So the reservoir should be full. But if you don't believe me, you can go ahead and check it for yourself. We are going to do the rear brakes next, but that would be for another video. And this video is just for the front. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. All right, and I started up the vehicle, and I'm compressing the brake, and like I said, by the third, fourth time it feels good. Take it for a little spin real quick. All right, sweet, and it is stopping. Perfect, sweet. And that is how we change the front and rear brakes on this 2017 Ford Explorer. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.